Hi everyone, and welcome to the third lesson in my C++ Basics tutorial. In this lesson we're going to have a first look at variables. Now variables are one of the most probably fundamental parts in programming, and they're used in every program pretty much out these days, be it the smallest program to control a toaster down to the operating system, Windows or something running the firmware on PS3. It's they use it very widely. And basically, all variables are is they're pieces of memory that a computer takes and allows you to assign values to them. It can be different values. It can be numbers. It can be characters. It can be booleans. It can be strings. But today I'm going to introduce variables with integers, which are probably one of the most used variables, integers. Okay, and I'm just going to explain to you what it does. Okay, so here is our program skeleton as we usually use. So if you haven't typed it up, type it up, and then we're going to start using it. Okay, so first of all, to do an integer, basically an integer is a variable which allows the user to assign numbers to it. Okay, that's as simple as it is. A string is a type of variable that allows the user to assign words or characters to it, but we're going to do integers which allow for numbers, whole numbers, not 1.5, that's real, but we're just going to think about integers now. Okay, in order to do that, what we need to do is we go int, similar to the function, but it's different kind of context. Okay, int, and then so this signifies that we're declaring an integer. Then after that we need to give it a name. Usually, you can give it whatever you want, but for simplicity's sake, I'm just going to call it x, int x, and I'm going to do a semicolon. Right? And then we're going to do enter. So what this is now is the computer in its memory. It's assigned a piece of its memory and said that it's that piece of memory is an integer called x to be used by the C++ program. Okay, but the integer x doesn't really have anything inside it now. It doesn't have anything assigned. So what we need to do is we need to assign it a number. And in order to do that, we're going to go x equals, and then we'll give it a number. It can be any number you want, so I'm going to do number 5. Okay, then semicolon. So okay, so what that does now is the computer's going to run through all of this, and then it's going to go, okay, there's a integer called x, and then it has a number assigned to it, which is 5. Okay, and let's just try to prove it by outputting it. So we're going to go cout. This time we don't do any quotes because this is writing. We just put x and end L. Okay, and hopefully that should compile and run now. So let's compile and run it. And as you can see here, it's displayed 5. And this can be, of course, it doesn't have to be 5. It can be 9. And we can compile and run it. So compile and run 9. Okay, so that's your basic introduction to variables. It's they're very handy. In order to use, they're used everywhere to save, commands or numbers. So that's your basic introduction to variables. Get used to that, and in the next lesson we're going to play around more with integers, and I'm going to show you how you can put them to good use.